Yo, it's your boy Wavy Fredo, and we back here with another one. Today we got a very interesting video. As you know, the first gameplay has officially dropped from EA. They have officially dropped, so if you haven't already, the link is in the description. Go view that before you even watch this video. Now, since you back, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the video. Now, to begin with, we have to start with display. We have to talk about presentation. The presentation for this gameplay and just for the game period was outstanding. Like throughout the whole damn video, the display was outstanding. So I definitely want to give EA big ups on that. We definitely fucked with that. And even when, like, from beginning with runouts, with the intros, the songs, the stuff with mascots, like opening up the gate for Penn State, everything like that. Everything looks fucking dynamic. Like, everything looks dynamic. The movements look dynamic. The jukes, the cuts, the catches, the throws, the tackles. Like, of course, there are some things that look familiar to old games like Madden or whatever like that. But for the most part, everything does look like a refresh. This is the first time that we've been able to get a real deep look into what gameplay will be like. We just usually see a trailer or what they call a deep dive. This is real footage of someone playing a one-on-one game, and it looks outstanding. Again, the graphics is outstanding. So a few things I'll go through. Well, it's a lot more than a few things, but some of the things that I will go through is things that they did talk about in the trailer, but I'll try to go a little more deep into it for those who don't exactly understand. Now, first, with the throwing stuff is literally so much on target this year. There's no more of that when you throw it wrong, it flies 20 yards down the field, and all of a sudden this fucking genie of a safety catches the ball. When you throw it off target, which is yellow or red, when it turns red, basically it's off target. The receiver still has a chance to catch the ball. It's just off target, if you know what I mean. Like, obviously, like if you're a quarterback and you're getting sacked, and you ain't gonna be able to throw it as accurate as you want, so it will be off target, maybe a little behind the receiver, a little in front of the receiver where he has to dive, a little low, a little high. But it's very important to know that it will not fly deep down the field anymore. They're not, according to what they say in the footage that we did just see, it is not doing that anymore this year. Also, we have the left stick aim. So in Madden, you can use the left stick aim and throw the ball wherever you want, but in my opinion, from what I've seen, they're using it how they used to use it in like the old Maddens and NCAAs, to where you can like literally put the ball behind somebody. Like, you don't have to use all these extra mechanics that Madden used this last year or whatever like that. You can literally just put the ball wherever you want it by the flick of a stick. You don't have to hold L2 or LT, whatever the case may be for you. You just use the analog stick. And speaking of sticks, pause, stick work is something that they talked about in the gameplay as well, as far as cuts. So in some cases, some people don't juke. They don't waste their time juking. They like to cut to regain as much acceleration as possible. With most cases, you don't even lose acceleration. So it's actually dope that that's still in the game, and it looks more finer. It looks like it's more responsive. It's quick. It's so responsive. More than it has been in the previous, let's just say, Madden. So that's very dope. It was good in Madden, but it's supposedly better in NCAA or college football 25, if you may. So that's actually interesting to know and to see. Now, a lot of us worried about what the wear and tear things would bring out the game. How do you turn it down? Who has more ability to still do things with wear and tear? That all depends on toughness. So we have the rating toughness in pretty much every single game. Now, this year, toughness actually means something. Now, in previous games, I don't really feel like it meant that much. But so this year, toughness depicts how much wear and tear you can take, essentially. It depends on how much of a high rating of toughness you have. So if you have 99, that's the more wear and tear you're able to endure. That's also the faster, I guess, you're able to recover, for that matter. So toughness actually does things this year. Your toughness rating affects the wear and tear on your player. I'm not sure if you have a low rating, if your notches of wear and tear will be shorter, like if you have less notches as someone else who has a 99. But we are soon to see that. Next up, we have pitch types. Now these are pretty straightforward. You have quick, you have strong, and you have fake. It's simple. Now, going into detail, quick is just a quick flick, whatever, but it's a possibility that it can be inaccurate. Strong takes a little bit longer, pause, but it will be as accurate as can be. And fake is simple. There's no reason to even that's what you use to fake out the opponent. If you have an opponent who has his setting on going after the running back, you fake and your quarterback is up the field. You also have the ability to do cover shells. If you don't know what that is, that's basically, let's say you're running zero man and you want to show something else. So as a defender, as a defensive mind, you may want to show cover 3 for them to think that you're running cover 3, but you're running zero the whole time. So that's something that is great and dope to be implemented in the game, because a player like me, I like to run man a lot, but sometimes I want to show zone, or sometimes I want to run zone, but I still want them to think that I'm running man. So that's very important. Now, the difference this year is you have 6 different coverages to choose. I don't remember all 6, but I'm sure it's cover 3, cover 2, cover 4, cover 6, man, and zero. That makes sense. So those are pretty much the different coverages that you will be able to see. I don't know if they'll change it up later down the line or whatever like that, but we have the ability to show different coverages while running other coverages. Now, in previous games, we have had the ability to do that, but we've only had 2 or few options to choose from, which was base align, man align. So that's zone or man. So it ain't really much to choose from. We also have new celebrations. There's a whole list of celebrations that we are able to choose from, as said in the video. If you did not see them, there are so many things to choose from. The one that I'm most excited about is the Shadur to show his watch, and that is implemented in this year's game. I'm actually interested to know if he got paid for that or whatever like that, or if he voluntarily put that inside of the game. Nevertheless, that's probably the celebration that I will be using the most. I'm not going to be doing any of that TikTok stuff, so it'll probably be that, and most likely the little Heisman pose or whatever like that. Now, moving on, they also revamped the spin. So they ran a few plays where they were showing off what the spin would look like. The spin looks very fast. It looks effective. And again, it looks very fast. Like a spin actually look like a spin. You don't have to go through all of this whole little maze to try to get a spin. In previous games, I felt like the spin took too long if you didn't. I mean, well, I guess that makes sense if you don't have heavy spin attributes. I guess it would take long, but basically the spin looks revamped. It doesn't look like it did before, and it looks very fast and effective. Hurry up mode is also better. So we talked about this in previous videos where you can change the type of hurry up offense that you are wanting to do. It's a lot of different options. Obviously, they talked about those in the game. Now, the reason I say it looks better is because it affects the defense and the offense. So if your hurry up offense is going all the whole series, the defensive linemen are a little bit slower. Players are a little bit slower getting back to the line, and you can possibly get a offsides or whatever like that. So hurry up offense does look realistic. It looks actually dope, and I'm actually excited to use the turbo version of hurry up offense. Now, getting to the abilities a little bit, we'll talk about the one from Mason Graham. We got to see Pocket Disruptor. That one is so dope because that's like some Aaron Donald type shit. Like, if you don't have the guys to be able to guard him or to be able to block him, he's going to cause trouble in your pocket every single play, or pretty much every single play. So that was dope for them to give us an idea on what it would be like being a star defensive lineman. And that's also great to see that if you don't have the personnel to block these people, they will be able to do that to you pretty much all the time. So that was great to see as well. They also gave us an example of what it would be like to custom stem. So they showed us how you would custom stem, basically what you would use it for. The guy ended up didn't not using the custom stem, which caused him to get an interception. Throw an interception, but they showed us how far you can do the custom stems, what routes you should be able to do it with, and basically just the importance of the custom stem. Basically, if you see somebody in cover 2 and you want to run a hitch, instead of running at 5 where the cornerback is sitting, you can run it at 10 and hopefully get it in the dead zone. So that was interesting to see as well. Now they also showed the lion noise after a first down for Penn State. I think that's very dope because every school will have its unique way of having a crowd reaction on every, turnover, pretty much, probably first down, touchdown, intro, outro. Every team has its unique way of cheering on or doing a chant for their team. So I thought that was very interesting to hear and see. Going along with that, momentum definitely affects the crowd. So if things like, obviously, basically, like if something is going on, the momentum is shifting, the crowd will be so fucking loud. They will be playing their chants probably while you're on offense or whatever like that, or in between breaks, and just being extra disruptive. So I think that that's dope to go along with what I said already about them cheering and having chants for first downs. This year I feel like field goals will be most difficult than they ever have been. We had a look at the field goals as well, and you have to really focus on field goals or you will miss. Now I think that that's dope because in college football and in the pros, but a whole lot in college football, people miss a lot of field goals, and they miss a lot of field goals at big times. So let me give you a sight of what this could look like. Let's just say you're playing Penn State. It's fourth quarter, 20 seconds left, and you have the field goal to win the game. The meter will be going so fucking fast. You have to literally focus on it so much, and it's a possibility that meter will disappear if it's anything like how Madden had it. Also, you have the crowd being loud as fuck in your ear while you're trying to focus on this meter. So I think that they did, like, it was really dope that they made field goals more important and made you have to focus on them. And I will say more people will be definitely missing field goals this year more than ever. Punt fake actually works this year. Punt fake is actually something that has a reaction from the defense that we've been needing for a while. So in previous games, I don't even punt fake because it doesn't do anything but allow me to get sacked faster. But this year they showed that if you punt fake, there's a chance that the defender may bite on that, which will possibly get your receiver open. So if he bite on a stop and go, and you pump the stop and go, and he bite, your receiver is running all the way up the field all by itself. So that was actually dope that punt fakes will actually be reactive this year. They will have a reaction from the defender. This is not something that I feel like is very new. In previous game, environment always mattered, people slipping and falling or whatever like that. But it's different this year because the ball is affected. So basically it'll be a little tougher to throw if you're in a wet environment or it's snowing or whatever like that, because the ball may be harder to throw, it may be harder to catch. That's basically what they were saying inside of the gameplay. They didn't show exactly too much of it because they were playing in a game with a good environment as far as like the sun or whatever like that. But they did say that the football can be wet and that can make it more difficult to throw. So I'm assuming that makes it harder to catch as well. And lastly, a little more on wear and tear. Wear and tear affects attributes as we already knew. Now, to talk about how do you heal from them, this was a big thing that I feel like needed to be touched on. Pause. You can heal play by play, by quarter, by half, week to week, and with bye weeks. Now, obviously, depending on how drastic you were hit or whatever like that, things will heal a little slower. If you didn't endure too much pain or whatever like that, then maybe you'll be back in a couple plays you'll be back to full form or whatever like that. Some things require you to be out for a quarter, or if you need to be sit them for a quarter, we always get the option to sit them or play them. Now I think it'll be more wise to actually sit your players instead of just saying fuck it, because majority of the time it just says the chance of re-injury, and re-injury literally doesn't really happen that much. But in this case, it's not just about re-injury. It's about getting them injured further and them missing out on attributes. So if a player is, you know, their arm is messed up, then they're not going to be able to throw. And if we continue to have them in the game for say, they're going to just get worse. And then next thing you know, you're going to be throwing interceptions all over the place. So that is how basically the wear and tear healing process goes on in this game. So it actually be interesting to see. Basically all I'll say is stay clear of people and try to stay out of motherfuckers' way. Don't try to take too many hits. I will be jumping on the ground as many times as I can. But that is all I have for this video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. If you have any questions, again, this is a big week. We have a video pretty much every day this week. We will be probably having a live over this weekend. Pretty probably we're going to be retiring NCAA 14, so beware of that. Be on the lookout for that. But it was very nice to be back, and if you can't tell, I got another new camera. I look more clear. So yeah, there's that. But see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Be a part of the Wavy family and join the family. Buy a subscription if you can. I have all of them, you know, whatever your budget is. But see you guys next time. Peace.